Have you ever imagined a gentle night where the soft, salty breeze of the Mediterranean caresses the stones of a quiet harbor and palm trees sway ever so lightly, while distant lighthouse lights twinkle softly in the darkness? Now, close your eyes and take a deep, slow breath. Let it drift out gently. Candlelight dances across the marble columns. The soft rustle of ancient scrolls whispers secrets to your ears. A calm breeze carries the scent of knowledge and history, and it leads you quietly into the serene corridors of Alexandria. The Library of Alexandria, a sanctuary of wisdom born from the dream of Alexander the Great, brought to life by Ptolemy, a place where the knowledge of many worlds gathered together, where scholars, poets, and thinkers quietly shared their thoughts. Here, Eratosthenes measured the earth. Euclid traced the lines of geometry. Herophilos studied the mysteries of the human body, and countless others worked softly under the glow of gentle candlelight. For centuries, knowledge was gathered here. Though some of it was lost to the flames of time, its spirit still lingers in the stones, in the scrolls, in the quiet air. If you enjoy these peaceful, sleep-inducing journeys, you may subscribe to my channel. I would be delighted if you liked this video, and please share in the comments which city you are watching from and what hour of the day it is. Now, take another deep, slow breath. Let your body soften and step gently into this journey through the wisdom of millennia. If you are ready, the softly glowing doors of the Library of Alexandria are opening just for you. Along the shores, where the salty breath of the Mediterranean gently kissed the harbor stones, and the wind softly swayed the palm leaves, a city was rising. Its name, Alexandria. But this story began long before the city itself, because at the heart of it was a young prince, a remarkable commander, Alexander the Great. Alexander, growing among the marble corridors of Macedonia, had a mind that was never still. Aristotle, the wise teacher at his side, taught him not only to fight, but to think, to question, to listen to the hidden languages of the world. Even as a boy, Alexander would look at the maps, at the empty spaces, and whisper to himself, "One day, I will reach beyond all that we know." Years passed. The young prince became one of history's greatest commanders. His armies crossed deserts, scaled mountains, defeated the Persian lands, and finally arrived at the sun-warmed lands of Egypt. Alexander, standing upon the golden sands, felt the wind carrying the salt of the sea, the shadows of the palms, and the rhythm of the Nile. He murmured, as if to the horizon itself, "Here a new city will rise, a place where continents meet, a harbor where the wisdom of the world will gather. And so, the seed of Alexandria was planted. Alexander died shortly after founding the city. In 323 before Christ, in Babylon. So young, so powerful, but destiny often writes its stories in short chapters. The cause of his death remains a mystery: poison, fever, illness. Yet what mattered most was the world he left behind. With his passing, the empire divided. Egypt fell to one of his trusted generals, Ptolemy. Ptolemy inherited Alexander's respect for knowledge, his boundless curiosity. And he said to himself, "If Alexander conquered the world with armies, I will conquer it with wisdom." And so, in the early 3rd century before Christ, on a hill overlooking the Mediterranean, a temple of knowledge rose. The great Library of Alexandria and its heart, the Mausoleum. Entering the library, visitors first saw a wide marble courtyard. At its center, a pool reflecting the moonlight like silver. Around it, orange and laurel trees swayed gently. Light streamed through the open spaces, and the shadows of tall columns danced across the walls. As one walked further into the corridors, ivory-colored, towering ceilings, finely carved columns, enormous shelves of carved wood, cool storage rooms for the papyrus scrolls, reading halls lit by soft oil lamps, and scribes quietly moving about. It felt as though one were stepping into the very heart of wisdom itself. The scent of the scrolls, a gentle mix of carbon, resin, and faintly sweet papyrus, hung softly in the air. Outside, the Mediterranean breeze stirred the canvas awnings. In the distance, the light of the pharaohs of Alexandria touched the marble floors. In the morning, mathematicians traced shapes in trays of sand. Poets murmured verses under orange trees. Astronomers measured the length of shadows. Physicians conducted careful experiments in quiet rooms. The library pulsed with whispers. Even the stones seemed to breathe with thought. At night, it never truly slept. Scholars worked by lamplight, their movements casting long, gentle shadows. The rustle of papyrus, the soft sigh of the wind, all part of the living, breathing library. The library held not only Greek works, but texts from Egypt, Persia, Babylon, Phoenicia, India, and Judaic traditions. Among its greatest minds, Euclid, who shaped the foundations of geometry; Eratosthenes, who measured the Earth's circumference with astonishing precision; Herophilos, a pioneer in understanding the human body; Callimachus, who created the first vast cataloging system; Aristarchus, who suggested the sun might be the center of the cosmos. hundreds more spent nights and days among its corridors. Daily life flowed to the rhythm of knowledge. Morning lessons, afternoon debates, evening philosophical gatherings beneath pergolas. Poets read aloud, astronomers observed the stars, young students absorbed every word. Alexandria was a harbor of thoughts, a harbor of words, a harbor of ideas. Yet great lights cast long shadows. The Library of Alexandria was not destroyed all at once. Its loss came in a series of unfortunate events. The first great fire in 48 before Christ. During Julius Caesar's campaign, the harbor was set ablaze. Flames spread to the libraries, warehouses. Thousands of scrolls were caught in the heat. Scholars ran in panic, but the fire was merciless. Still, some knowledge survived. Second losses during political turmoil in Roman times. Neglect, conflict, and small fires slowly weakened its collections. Alexander's dream, Ptolemy's dedication, the breath of hundreds of scholars still lingered in Alexandria's stones. Today, the library is gone, but its spirit lives in every curious heart. Because knowledge cannot be trapped in a building. Scrolls may burn, walls may crumble, but the light of understanding never fades. It only moves to a new home. And on the shores of the Mediterranean, under the sway of palm shadows, in the quiet patience of the stones, the world is rewritten in knowledge. And that story still whispers like a soft lullaby to those drifting into sleep.